So, in this video, I'll be taking you through some of the improvements and fixes that have come since version 1 of the software. Let's start off with the physics update. So you'll notice now in the town example, if we enable help me place and we hold V, we're simulating physics on these rigid bodies in the editor. We also have a group of objects here that have rigid bodies that we can play around with. These have been set with their sync height to up above the ground. You can adjust that using the control button. So let's just place a few of these items here. And holding V will allow them to fall and find their own inner space naturally. So it's kind of a handy feature. Moving on, the other biggest kind of update we have is the new prefab group from folder. So I'm going to go ahead and to create new prefab group from folder. I'm going to select the prefabs folder here for help me place, but it would be wherever your prefabs are. I'm going to select that folder, and you'll notice every folder inside there, buildings, eggs, props, rocks, and trees, where all of the prefabs live, they've all been created as prefab groups. So now if we enable the tool, you can see all the houses are up here. We go to the next group, all the trees, all the rocks, all the props, and all the eggs have all been loaded into help me place dynamically. Another feature, if we just go ahead and add a terrain here, so we can change what axis that we rotate on using G. So that's all will be a kind of a randomization between all of them. The x-axis, the y-axis is by default, by the way, and the z-axis. Okay. So next I'd like to show you the scale changes. So if we go ahead into the trees again, we adjust the sync amount a little bit more aggressively here. And we go up as far as scale min and scale max. So this is a new feature that allows you to change the scale of the items based off the range that you've added. So you'll see they're getting slightly smaller and slightly bigger each time. If we turn on random from row here, you can get a nice difference in some forest height, for example. The trees are all different sizes, so it's especially useful for rocks and trees and that kind of stuff. There's a new scene included in this version. There's a new scene included in these versions with examples of the scale rotation and that kind of stuff, so you can play about with this, and it kind of demonstrates how these features work with some Easter eggs. There's also been a large refactor in the last while. The code changes are all documented in the README file. One of the biggest things that we added was event hooks. So now there's events and delegates that you can hook into, and these are fired by help me place. So if you have custom code that you want to add in, you can hook into these events and they'll be invoked automatically, allowing you to do things like after prefabs have been placed, when something new has been grabbed, or when something is finished being placed, you can add something in there that will rotate it more, or whichever, change the scale, whatever you want to do in there. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy using help me place, and thanks a million for your support. Bye bye.